Dear students, welcome to today's class. Today we'll be discussing about the area. And as you know, we have already discussed about perimeter in exercise 5.1. In this exercise 5.2, we'll be talking about the area of the irregular object as well as the area of the regular object. So how to find out the area of the irregular object? So let me discuss about it first. So irregular object, you can see there are so many irregular objects. If you talk about the land structures, no, they are also the irregular objects. So if you talk about the shape of a tree, then that is also the irregular object. If you talk about any natural things, no, most of the natural things, they don't have the definite edges, defined shapes, so we can call them as a irregular objects. So here also, here irregular object example is taken. And for calculating the irregular object, always we have to calculate by counting the square grid. Okay, by the square grid, by counting the numbers of squares inside the figure. That means, first of all, what is the irregular object? Here you can see this black color shaded part is the irregular object. We have placed this black color irregular object in this square grid. In this square grid, we can get it in the graph also. So we have placed it here, and now we have to calculate how many total squares are there. We have to count the how many unit squares are there. First of all, we have to count the full squares, and we have to count the half squares. So you can see here, their whole this black colored, this square grid is whole black colored. That means there is no any white part in it. So we consider this set of square as a full square. So now let's count how many full squares are there. So here full square is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right? So the total full squares is 8 full squares. So here we have written the number of full square is 8. Again, now we have to count those squares which have more than the half part. Okay, or equal to, either equal to the half part or more than a half part. So suppose here you can see in this square grid, you can see here that this more than a half part of this square is covered by the black colored, right? So this is considered as one unit. Okay, this is considered as one unit. So similarly, if we talk about this square grid, only the few portion is colored with the black color, right? So only few portion is shaded. So in this condition, we cannot consider this as a one grid. Okay, or a half square grid also we cannot consider. So this is not considered as a one square unit. Similarly, if we talk about here, then it is also more than a half portion, right? So it is also considered as one square unit. So like that, we have to calculate if the square grid containing more than a half portion, then it is known as one, it is considered as one square unit. Okay, so we have to count half or more half squares as one square. This is the rule for calculation, and we should leave out all the squares which are less than half of the figure. So understood? If the square grid doesn't contain half or more than a half portion of the shaded portion, then we should not consider it as a square unit. Okay, and those square unit which have more than half portion or exactly equal to the half portion of the square grid, then it is considered as one unit. So we have to know that, we have to analyze by ourselves. So now here you can calculate. So this is more than a half, 1, 2, 3, 4, and yes, 5. Here it is 5, right? So other all you can see other all have a very less than the half portion of the figure of the square grid. So we cannot consider them as the square unit. So the number of half or more than a half square is equals to 5, right? We got it 5. Now the total area is 8 plus 5. That means number of full square plus number of half squares equals to 8 plus 5 equals to 13 square unit. And always the area will be in units, square units. Now if we talk about the area of the rectangle, then the area of rectangle, we have known it from the very early age that area of a rectangle is equals to length into breadth. Length means those side which have got longer than the another side. Okay, length is always greater than the breadth, so we can calculate it in such a way. So length is 7 centimeter here and breadth is 5 centimeter. Now what happens if the length is given, area is given, but breadth is not given, or if the breadth is given, area is given and the length is not given? So we know that the area of a rectangle A equals to length L into breadth B, right? So we have known this formula, that means A equals to L into B. We know that formula. Here also we can derive another, A equals to L into B. Right, so this formula can be derived. A equals to L into B, we know that. Now if the length is not given, then length will be in one side and area divided by B, because this is the multiplication sign, and when it goes in another side it becomes divide. So L, we need to find only the length, then the formula will be A by B. When B is to be found out, A by L. So this is the very important formula, and you can derive it from the universal formula, that is the A equals to L into B. Okay, so another we have the area of a square. So for counting the area of a square means what? We need to know that a square is a shape having all the sides equal, right? So having all the sides equal means the length is equals to breadth. Okay, so if the length is 4 cm, then the breadth is also 4 cm, and the upper side of the length is also the length, which is also equal to 4 centimeter, and the another opposite side of the breadth is also 4 centimeter. That means all the sides are equal to each other. So for counting the area of a square, we will be counting L, length into length. Okay, so length into length. Why? Because here also the measurement of the length is equal to the measurement of another side. So L into L, and the area of the square is L square. So here you can see the questions now. You can see here, find the approximate area of irregular shapes. So the irregular shapes is given in a square grid, it is given. So now we have to calculate how many total full squares are there. Okay, we have to calculate the number of full squares. So let me consider this A number. Okay, if we consider this A number, then you can see that the number of full square is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So the total, you can write it in a copy. Okay, so here you can see total number of full square is 5, right? And if we count the half portion, then only there is one half portion here, other all are very less than a half of the portion, so we cannot calculate other. And the half portion, half or more than a half, square is 1. So total area equals to 5 plus 1 equals to 6 square unit. Okay, like that you can calculate. Okay, since this is not much more hard, so I'm just doing it in a book only, and you can do it in copy if you are feeling it hard. Okay, so here you can see in question number 2, length is given. You have to find out the area of the rectangular figures. So we know that the rectangular area of the rectangular figure or any shape which is in rectangular shape are, the formula is A equals to L into B. So length is given and breadth is given. Length is 3 cm, breadth is 2.5 cm. So you can do L into B. These all questions are very same. And here in question number 3, you can see this is a square shape, and we know the formula of a square, that is L square. So if 5 is the length. Here also there is a length equals to 5. So L square means 5 square equals to 25 cm square. Okay, now this one question is very different. So you can see here, find the area of the figures. Two figures are given, two shapes are given. One is the rectangle is there, B is the rectangle and A is the square. Why I have said square? Because here also length is 2 cm, here also another length side also it is a 2 cm. So it is a square and another is a rectangle. Since one side is 3 centimeter and another side is 2 centimeters. So now how to find out this? Let's do question number A. So in question number A, you can see that the A and B is given. So given in figure B, length L equals to 3 cm, breadth B equals to 2 centimeter is given, area A equals to what? Okay, we know A equals to L into B. Since you have already denoted here as A and L and B, so we can directly write A equals to L into B. Okay, so A equals to L into B is given 3 into 2 equals to 3 to the 6. So 6 and there 2 cm will be there. So we always know that there will be the square of the unit. Whatever the unit will be given, the area there will, in case of area there will be the unit is square. So another we have in figure A, length L equals to 2 centimeters. Since we know that this is a square, so we don't need to write another length. Area A equals to what? We know A equals to L square. Since given figure is a square. Okay, like this you can write, or A equals to L square is given, so the length is 2 square, or A equals to 2 square means 4 cm square. Okay, so you got the two length, right? So here we can say that the area of B, right, area of B and area of A, we got it. So now we can write, now the total area of the given figure is equals to area of A plus area of B. Okay, so we have the area of A is 4 cm square plus area of B is 6 cm square. So the total area is 10 cm square. Okay, so like this you can find out the total area. So like that you can find out B number also. There are 3 shapes given, so you can find individually the shape of them, the area of this A, B and C you can find out. Then after you have to just add them, area of A plus area of B plus area of C. But in this case here it is a bit different. What did you get here? So here A, B, C is given. This is a bit a tricky question. Okay, why this is given? Because here you think that you have to do in such a way, you have to find out the value of C, then after A, then after B. But no, it's absolutely no, because in this case you can see 10 cm, that means the whole, you can say that this is the whole rectangular form. Okay, whole rectangular shape, and the side of from this to this it is a 10 cm given, and from here to here it is given 3 and 5. That means 3 cm plus 5 cm is equals to 8 cm, right? So the total length here is 8 cm and total length here is 10 cm. Then we got the breadth, we got the length. That means the area of this whole we can find out as L into B equals to 8 into 10 cm. So that is 80 cm square. So it is a very easy method, and we need to know the logics and tricks also. Well, now in question number 5, we can see a rectangle is 35 cm long and 20.5 cm broad. So find the area. A equals to L into B, 35 into 20.5 cm, you will be doing it. Okay, now the next question is, my study room is 4 meter long and its area is 12 meter square. Find its breadth and find its perimeter. So let's do this question. So we can see question number 6 is given. Yeah, in question number 6 given. What are the given things in the question? First of all, length is given. Long means length. Okay, length is given, L equals to 4 meter. Then after, area is also given. Area A equals to 12 meter square is given. Now it's saying find breadth. Breadth B equals to what? And also A number it's saying that, and B number it's saying find perimeter. Perimeter. Okay, P equals to what? So we know A equals to L into B, right? We have already known the formula. And for finding out the breadth, you can directly do A by L also, okay? So B equals to A by L, okay? So from here also it is the same, so no need to worry. When this L goes in another side, it becomes divide. So A by L, B equals to A by L, or B equals to A is 12 meter square is given, and length is 4 meter given, okay? So now we can do 4 3s are 12. So 4, B equals to 3 meter will be there. Since the length has only the unit, will be only in meter, okay? It will not be in square. Only the area will have in a square unit. And now we found out the breadth. Now B number, that is a perimeter. We know the perimeter. We know the perimeter of a rectangle is P equals to 2 bracket L plus B, right? So 2 bracket L plus B, we know that. And the length is already given, that is 4, plus breadth is, we found out it, that is 3, right? So 2 into 4 plus 3 is equals to 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. So 2 7s are 14 meter, okay? Perimeter will always be in meter, okay? So unit always be in meter. Breadth also it will be in meter. Length also it will be in meter. Only area will have in meter square. That is, it will be in square form. So like this you can find out the perimeter and the length and breadth. Now here you can see the perimeter of a square ground is 40 meter is given, right? Perimeter P equals to, if there is a square ground, then okay, let's do this question number 7 also. So in question number 7, what it is given? Given the perimeter of a square. Perimeter of a square ground P equals to 40 meter is given, right? Okay, perimeter of a square ground is 40 meter given. And now we need to find out the length. Length L equals to what? Area also we need to find out. Area A equals to what? We know that the perimeter of a square is equals to 4L, right? So we know the perimeter given is 40 is given, and 4L means this is length, okay? So we can directly write here small l. Now again this, there will be 40 divided by 4, since the 4 will go in another side by dividing, or L equals to 4 10s are 40, so it will be 10 meter, okay? Now the length, we found out that the length is 10 meter. Now again now since the length is given and it is the square, right? We know that it is a square, since the question has said square ground. So area of a square ground A equals to L square. We know the formula. So directly we can keep it in a formula. 10 square equals to 100 meter square. So this is the answer. Now we have to write in a conclusion. Therefore, the length of a square ground is 10 meter and area is 100 meter square. So like this you can find out. So I think now you are very familiar with all this question. Question number 6 also done. Question number 7 also done. So it is of a rectangle. Whenever the area is given, you need to find out the breadth or length. Then you could find out from this question. It's very easy, right? So another is square also. We did it. So I don't think now there would be the problem. Now here you can see in the fill in the blanks. So length is given, breadth is not given, area is given. That means we can find out breadth by A by L. Then after perimeter we can find out by 2 bracket L plus B. Very easy method like that of question number 6. So this thing we can do. This whole we can do it easily. Now in question number 9 it's a bit different. So length of a rectangle is double of its breadth. If its area is 21 meter square, find the length and breadth is given. Oh, this question is a bit different. Now we have to solve it in a mathematical equation. So the length of a rectangle is double of a breadth. That means if we consider breadth as a x, then length is said that, in the question is saying that length is double of the breadth. That means length will be 2x. So let's do. So in question number 9a, we can get that. So what the question is saying, a rectangle, a length of a rectangle is a double of its breadth. So here we can, let us consider the breadth. Let us consider the breadth of the rectangle is x. Then the length will be, length is double of its breadth, that is 2x. Or we can also write hence breadth, breadth b equals to x, then length will be L equals to 2x. It will be there. Now area is given, area A equals to 21 meter square is already given. So we know that A equals to L into B, right? We have the very universal formula that A equals to L into B is given. So 21 is given. Then after L into B is given, and L into B is, one is x and another is 2x, right? So or 21 equals to 2 will be there